Lyrics be written critically, hieroglyphic graffiti inscripted inside my pyramid. Visions of indigenous liberation is medicine. I write these sentences for sinners with life sentences. Sisters with the system and they system online for wick, depicted in images of strippers and video vixens. You see a pimp with some dimes on the strip, a fiend leaning in as he cops a dime for a hit. The cops watching, ops plotting and they stockpiling while amounts of ammunition they playing is vivid. Close the schools, pack the prisons, get back to riches with gats and snitches, a mass division. But listen, college is a business, students are consumers, losing intuition, condition to pay tuition, admission, miseducating, not relating to the streets. The day you graduate, your diploma's the receipt. It's like a jungle sometimes. Every breath is still a blessing, a gem and lesson that led Melly Mel to write the message. I grew up on the 5 train, getting off of Gun Hill, writing down rhymes, wondering how would pun feel. Look at the war we in, we warriors is gory when workers on strike like a sting from a scorpion. Cops just figure it's quicker to pull the llama, but guns have triggers, and triggers trigger trauma. I can't breathe, I almost died like Eric Garner. Reflection of my father, tomorrow isn't promised. Smell the empanada scoochie frito on the corner. 187 like that street on Crotona. The water's rising, the rent's rising. Is it surprising? Governments and record labels enterprising. Bronx natives, we pioneered the architecture. I might not be a giant, but still a large professor. Y'all still with me? Alright, cool. Consider this an urgent emergency, red alert. Put your hands in the air if you descended from indigenous birth. Make some noise if you want to save what's left of the earth, and witness spirits of your ancestors rise to the dirt. People talking 2012 like it's the end of the world, like it's a curse and not a sign of us beginning anew. Propaganda fed to you by Hollywood and the news. If you believe it's true, well then it is for you. Aztec, Mayan, Incan, Aztlan, Cherokee, Navajo, Sioux, Taino, Arawak, and every tribe fighting back like Zulu. I'm from a city more sophisticated than the mercury injected in you when they offer you the cure for the flu. When the only swine I see be in a car with sirens conditioned to frighten you, make you lie and all they did was brighten them blue. Violating, breaking laws, yet they badgering you. Like what's the problem, officer? Well, I'm black and I'm blue. I'm a product of my environment, I'm trapped in a zoo. View me from a satellite, see my soul when you zoom. It's numb like the head of a chicken when it's cut but it runs. They destroyed my history and now I know where I'm from. How y'all feeling? Y'all still with me? Peace, peace everybody. Make some noise for yourselves, for this sacred ground we are. Columbus wasn't the one who discovered us. Africans were here before Italy knew who Vespucci was. Before a Sanskrit symbol became a swastika. Before prophets in the Torah wore a yarmulke. Prior to messiahs from Nazareth becoming popular. Prior to the Mayans designing a mighty calendar year. Before Hannibal taught Spain what's a conqueror. Before virtues are learned during the month of Ramadan. I never hold me down, but rather hold me up. Homie, you don't know the God, I be my own. To the day I cry, I just make sure everything I do is from my heart and my soul aligned. I take everything such as the sacred ground and realize that I come from a place called the Boogie Down, the birthplace of this thing we call hip-hop. Make some noise if you love the culture. It's a culture shock when you go around the world and see what's happening inside yourself. You attempt to meditate, sometimes you hesitate to better yourself. But Indigenous Peoples Day is about forgetting what Columbus did, not necessarily letting it go and putting it away and not telling the kids, but making sure we got our eyelids open from our third eye. We gotta recognize before we let the weapon rise. Why is it easy to do bad but it's hard to do good? Why didn't my plane crash when I was sure that it would? Why them cuffs touch my wrist but I still ain't learned from it? Why them shots missed me but left my pops numb from it? How can I describe I sense the path that lies before me? Kisses to the heavens for my little cousin Corey. Love you till I die, mwah, para compay. Accordingly, why I want the whole world off of me? Why I'm wide awake at night without drinking coffee? Why there's nothing like the rush that I get when I'm performing? Why don't churches give the poor instead of asking for their offerings? Why are children so young, raised inside an orphanage? Of course it's sick. Why is hip-hop turned so corporate in the hands of men who pretend to be the boss of it? Why's the rap game what it is right now? Why is dudes like, look, I got a gun that goes blow? Why we caught up in the system system while my dad went to prison. Why them 5 years I was lied to and had to miss him? I forgive them. They said I was too young to understand it. Well, maybe I was, but damn, why couldn't I visit? Why was Ishmael murdered over drug money his uncle made? Why I had to see his whole family in caskets at the wake? Why grandpa passed away when I thought it was impossible? Why his last couple of months was in a hospital? Why his nurses pulled me out his room before I was ready? Why his last words to me were papi? No me dejes, what's the reasons? Why I'm asking, who made us? Where's the answers? Why them girls having babies but can't afford no pampers? I'm advancing. Why I rap factual circumstances? While my mother's been my mother, my father. For that I love her, I discovered. My life's what I make of it, I'm making it. Putting it on paper so later you don't have to wonder why. The mind is a sacred place to reside when outside isn't safe. What's a stranger? When you invite him in your space, in your temple. Whether TP or Bohillo, Cacique, a chief, shaman or a queen, even when at war. We are peaceful people, but peaceful amidst evil. It's a scene full of B-roll and scripts and C-scroll deceitful. Are the sieges and seasons, seized peace treaties and seized agreements. And justice is legal. In the eyes of the colonizer, smile, you are not equal. If you see through illusions, then you know that the source of your soul's the blueprint. Interpret the news clips and put into context the mindset of Master Sawyer, the chief of the Wampanoag, who encountered the English and had to decide for the village. Do we keep him alive or do we kill him now? Is this a sign from beyond the clouds? Isn't it ironic how those on the Mayflower threw dismay to flower nations? And we celebrate Thanksgiving. Who would have known Redskins would one day be fitted? You can catch me on the Bronx River Parkway, rising east like the sun and the stars, man. That's a God's name. Stampede, 5 flies, get your war paint. You can catch me on the Bronx River Parkway, thinking, damn, this is Lenape land that we sitting on. See through a native's eyes. When you see through native eyes, you see through the lies. In the nation, the tribe is to sanction the basics where family and friends connect. The structure demands respect, cause it's based on love, not malintent. The names we were born with used to have meaning. They used to predetermine destiny. Now we're stuck with first and last names that don't mean nothing. How you gonna be someone, but you don't know what or where you come from? It's a conundrum. We used to hum and strum drums till our thumbs numb. Now we just strung on drugs with our lungs plunged. Lucky if we not hung or stuffed in a trunk. Son, I'm done running. If it comes to it, I'ma summon tribes to revolt like Tecumseh. No more son, no more mister or master, mixed and remastered. I'm having premonitions. This isn't even classic, this is antique. You can ask the descendants of the Cherokee. There's a forest full of tears when you're forced off your land. Here you need a vision quest to become a man. You can catch me in the Bronx River Parkway, rising east like the sun and the stars, man. That's a God's name. Stampede, 5 flies, get your war paint. You could change the world with just one kiss. Don't believe me? Wait till you have kids. That's what the elders say. You and I parallel when it's how we in the same lane. We look up, see the same stars. Do your research, study who you are. See Wounded Knee, see Metacom. See Crazy Horse Symbol and Cochise. See Fallen Timbers, Greensville Treaty. Speaking peace with the enemy ain't easy. How y'all feeling? We survived their bloody massacres, mad at the mathematics. Imagine us back in Africa laughing despite the static. Our mission is a path and our path is missing a map. I'm mad at bridging the gap, asthmatic living this rap. Black, yellow bandanas with red indigenous flags and feathers back at the mast. The Bronx is bringing it back. And T-Con packing the Mac, this magnum opus is black. I'm an Asiatic Adam when analyzing the facts. Reborn in every moment with every moment that passed. The past is like a pattern, repeating pain for the cash. I'm thankful for my blessings and often giving them back. Giving where I'm at, where I've been. I'm on the right track. I'm like a runner at the sound of the click of the clack. Cause once I cross the line, there's no going back. No matter what, we survive through the memories. PH, long live your legacy. No matter how much you know, knowledge is limited. Just know your mind and imagination is infinite. Just know your mind if I'm slinging my fingers up into them, prying your brain fine with wings, it takes discipline. Who designed my destiny? Cause I was meant for this. My mistakes in life redefine excellence. Ever since a little kid, I've been building pyramids. Like the Mayans and Incas living in villages, I've been building pyramids on another level. For my people in the ghetto, against the devil. So right now I want y'all to know that we need not to stay in silence, increase our voices, and let them know we can hear them from Randall's Island.
That we find in the eye of the storm. We need our brothers and sisters to build resistance, cause it's just another infection we're gonna get rid of. Strengthen our defenses. Mother Earth is in cleansing. Are we with her? Do we have to be immune to the poison, the venom, the trickster? It's a new existence, paradigm shifter, blasting through this artificial dimension. It's a bigger picture if we open our senses. The dark
I want to thank the drum for being for leading us there. Without the drum, we don't have the circle. I'd like to thank the visitors from Hawaii, Pauna and Havani, for bringing the sacred water to us, and we know we need that. And I want to thank all those who participated in the ceremony, including all of you. We were all a part of this celebration, and it's a special time. Really, you can be on Fifth Avenue if you want to, but the real celebration is right here. This is where it is, because this is the real celebration that's going to last. Okay. Now, if you think this the small crowd is indicative of not the spirit of the movement, you're mistaken, because there are already 9 cities in the United States that have already rejected Columbus Day. That's including Portland, Oregon, Lawrence, Kansas. If you don't know why Lawrence, Kansas, that's where Haskell Indian Junior. No, it's no longer junior college. Excuse me to show my age. It's Haskell University. That is. Okay, Olympia, Washington. I don't know, I can't recall them all. You know, and recently Oklahoma City. So these are.
We started singing, and he had a group that used to play in Central Park every weekend at the Bethesda Fountain. And he said, you know what?
Thank you, Kevin. Before anything, even though you guys were here early and they somewhat did this, but this is what we always do before we play. So bear with us. Some people call to the 4 directions, other people call for the 4. We call to the 7 directions. North, south, west. One, 2, yes. North, south, east, west, above, below, and center.
Thank you.